Let me tell you something. I am going to bring you fabulous, fantastic flight experiences, and the YouTube viewers are going to pay for it. So on the way there, we're going premium economy. Where's premium economy? Where is it? This says economy. Fuck that. I'm not doing economy. I'm in premium economy, bitches. And on the way back, I'm doing business class. So this says economy. You see that shit right there? We're going to avoid that shit. Where's premium economy? Where's that? Where's that? Oh. Okay, so this one's business. Nope, that's next flight. That's the next one. Premium economy is where? Okay, wait a minute. Something tells me that they put premium and they put regular together. Okay, that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, so it looks like they want you in the same exact place, whether you're premium or regular. Well, I believe premium economy is only 25 seats strong, if I'm not mistaken. So, look at this big ass bag. Look at all this stuff. Boy, non-stop, yo. 16 hours of flying. Worst part is getting through security. So they're taking all my shit, trying to take my laptop apart, dusting it for prints and shit, like I'm Osama bin Laden. Okay, yeah, I'm doing business on the way back. That's gonna be awesome. I heard economy on this plane, they don't even have power outlets. It's like, that is like torture. How do you have an economy class with no power outlets? That sucks. I want to do some live video. Find out how much my bag weighs. Sideways? Oh. Left handle? Okay. Oh, that's a new one. I've never heard of. Oh, okay. There is a left hand. I'll be down. Okay, so huh? Yeah, just one to put in the stowage. This is the waiting area. As far as I could tell, this is the jet. This is the Airbus A350-900. Philippine Airlines flight, what is it, 127. Isn't that interesting? All right, let's get this show on the road. Hey, that's Malaysia Airlines right there. Now I recognize their tail because I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube. Sit and wait. This little stamp where it says premium economy, I get to board before everybody else gets to board. You see, this is what it's all about. Now, apparently, Philippine Airlines, they only have business and then premium economy. They don't have a first class. I'm going to show you a picture of what the system looks like of the plane, but they don't have a first class. They only have business and premium. Hi. Yeah, so they don't have a first class. The only thing they have is premium economy. Now, if they ever get an A380 to add to the fleet, I think they'll change that, and they'll definitely have a first class up top. But for right now, you know, this is the only thing that wasn't sold out. I would have taken a business class seat, but business was booked up. So, on the other flight, I'll have a business class seat. I'll be able to review that. But right now, premium economy seems to be what more people care about because, you know, they want that upgrade from economy. That seems to be getting the most views on YouTube. Okay. So this is the galley. I guess I get my drinks ready. I'm going to use the bathroom quick. I think my seat's right there. Yep, so this is premium economy. And I'm sitting right here in the front. So I got power stuff right here. We're gonna look at that a little later. Powered stuff, cool. I'm going to be making this video in two parts. The first part of the video is going to be specifically about premium economy. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I was really excited to see that Philippine Airlines had a non-stop flight from John F. Kennedy Airport to Manila, and that it was only a 16-hour flight. The only other option is to fly Asiana, and if you fly Asiana or Korean Airlines or Japan Airlines, what's going to happen is you're going to have to either go through South Korea or Japan first, which means that you're going to have to switch planes. So that means the first leg of your trip is 13 hours, and then you're going to have to add another 4 hours, which they usually switch you from a very large jet like an A380-800 to a smaller jet like a 747 or a 777 or a 767. So there are a lot of you people who, Filipinos and non-Filipinos, and you're wondering, well, is it worth it to upgrade to premium economy? Now, I checked a number of videos on YouTube before I decided that I was going to make this video about premium economy because I'm also making this video about business class. On my flight back to America, I'll be flying business class. So I wanted to give you a breakdown of all of my experience with premium economy. So first of all, when you think about premium economy, it sounds kind of suspicious. You're like, wait a minute, is premium economy or is it something more? So first things first, I should point out the fact that this aircraft, which is called the A350-900, does not have a first class option. There is no first class option. Airbus apparently puts their first class options on the very front of their planes or the top floor of their planes, like they do when you go to Dubai on an Emirates A380. So there is no first class option. What the equivalent of first class on this plane is business class. When you buy business class, that's the equivalent of first class. Now, premium economy is one step down, which would technically be business class. However, when you think business class, what you think is that, okay, you're going to have laptop tables and you're going to have a lot of amenities for people who have to do business on a plane. Like you'd expect to have things like Wi-Fi and like fast internet service or something so that somebody could tele-network back and forth with their business. This premium economy has none of that. So what it does offer is it offers seats that have slightly more recline than the economy class. It has fewer seats than economy class. The premium economy is 25 seats strong. And when I was sitting in premium economy, I guess because of the cost, the extra cost that's added to premium economy, there were at least 5 seats that were unoccupied. Now, what Philippine Airlines does is they offer you a chance to bid to upgrade your seat at the last minute or any time after you purchase your ticket, but usually they try to do it within the 48 hours before you fly. I upgraded my seats, one to premium economy, one to business. And the premium economy was $480 added on to my $1,300 with tax ticket for economy. And then the business class adds extra $1,000. So basically my entire round trip was $3,000. Now, if you're lucky enough to catch them when they're having sales, you should be able to catch them on a sale and they'll accept your bid even if your bid is relatively low. Now, premium economy was missing 5 people. Business class was missing at least 10 people. There were a number of empty seats in business class. And I'm sure that if anybody had tried to bid from premium economy up to business class, those bids would have been accepted, especially if you were going to spend $1,000. So as you can see here, this is premium economy. The seats are relatively nice, and the monitor size is actually very nice. Now, as you'll notice, I started out sitting at the very front of premium economy next to a bulkhead, but I changed my seat because I didn't like those seats at all. First of all, I didn't want to sit next to a window. There was nobody who was actually going to be sitting directly next to me, but I didn't like the fact that the tray table and the monitor has to be pulled out of from under the seat. The monitors that have to be pulled out from under the seat are smaller than the monitors that are on the headrest. Therefore, if you're flying premium economy, let's say you're a tall and thin person, you can take the seats in the front next to the bulkhead, and if it doesn't bother you that the monitor comes out of the chair and it's smaller than the other monitors on the seat backs, then you won't have a problem. These seats are designed for small people. The guy who was sitting next to me was a Filipino guy. This guy was probably no taller than 5'2", so he fit in that seat like a glove. Like, he fit perfectly. He was snug as a bug. He had plenty of space for himself. Premium economy gives you this pair of socks that you see right here. What they do is they wait till you take off and then they hand out the little packets. But they give you the socks, they give you a premium economy menu, they give you a toothbrush with toothpaste, and they also give you drinks and stuff like alcohol. You have a choice of white wine, red wine. So when I had my meals, as you can see, this is the menu. When I had my meals, I had red wine and white wine with all of my meals. And you can also, in addition to the wine, you can order soda too. So this is what the menu looks like, as you can see. Nothing too outlandish. The food was okay. I can't say any of it was really bad. However, if you're a person who doesn't like specific things like tomatoes,
It's like they gave me something that had diced tomatoes with black beans, and I hated it. So I'm going to show you what that looked like in a minute. Other than that, the food was okay for me. I had like chocolate pudding. I had like eggs with like meat for breakfast and whatnot. So I'll show you that in a minute. Now, this is the remote. The remote, as you can see, shows you the travel time, destination arrival. But this remote, unlike the A380's remote, this remote doesn't have the same amount of features that it has. Now, one of the things that got to me, which you'll see right here, which I'm about to demonstrate, is the fact that the monitor that I was sitting at must have either died or froze. I'm not sure how they store the data on the plane. I'm guessing it all comes from a central server, and I'm guessing that each monitor takes information from that central server as it needs it on demand. But this monitor in this chair absolutely wasn't working. I couldn't watch any movies on this monitor. And fortunately, there was nobody sitting to my right, so I was able to use that monitor, and I was able to use that table, and I was able to use all of the stuff from that chair. So I used the pillows, I used the extra blankets and everything, and so forth and so on. But the problem was this monitor wasn't working. So I wasn't able to use the movies on the monitor that was directly in front of me. What I should also mention is that many of the chairs in flight, what I noticed was, like in the very beginning, I showed you a video that shows how they have power recline and this, that, and other. Most of the chairs weren't working, and it was almost as if they weren't plugged in correctly. The flashlight that goes over your shoulder that you're supposed to be able to use for reading, that little map light or reading light, most of the chairs that I noticed, the reading light wasn't working, which means that it didn't have any power going to it. I also noticed that the recliners didn't work properly. When you pushed the button, they reclined outwards, but they wouldn't recline inwards when you push the opposing button. There were a lot of issues with the chairs, and at many points, some of the stewardesses had to go over to people's seats, and they actually had to physically push the chairs back into the upright and ready position because the recliners wouldn't go back the way they were supposed to go. So, as far as I know, there is no difference between the food that you're served in economy and the food that you're served in premium economy. Now, one of the funny things about it is when I was watching videos on YouTube about people showing off premium economy, one of the things that I noticed was the pictures that they took did not give a really good idea of how much space you were actually dealing with. Now, granted, economy is definitely tighter. They have a 3 by 3 by 3 seating arrangement. So on the left wall there's 3 seats, on the middle wall there's 3, and on the right wall there's 3. What that means is that obviously it's a little bit narrower. Premium economy has a 2 by 4 by 2. It's the same width wall to wall, but instead of it being 3 by 3 by 3, it's 2 by 4 by 2. So you have 8 seats rather than 9. And what that does is it frees up a little bit of space, but the walkways are still a bit narrow for the flight attendants to walk through. Now, what you'll notice here is this is what business class looked like. As you can see, there were a number of seats that were unoccupied. So what I did was, before my final flight back to America, I took some time to sit in one of the seats and to take a look at their computer. As you can see, this is the business class computer, and they were having the exact same problem I was having with unresponsive screens. Now, as you can also see, this is the laptop table for people who are doing work. It comes out enough where you can put a small laptop on it, but nothing too big. Like, you're not going to be able to do serious work on here. It's not like if you were on Emirates business class, which I really prefer. In business class, you get a power outlet, you get USB outlets, and you have definitely more space. The seats in business class are the most spacious. If you're a very big person, like, I don't know if you paid any attention to the news, but Cameron Newton tried to offer somebody $1,500 to upgrade a seat. And Cameron Newton is not a fat guy, but Cameron Newton's like 6'5", so he's actually shorter than I am, and he's thinner than I am too, because he's a professional bowler. Now, the funny thing about it was even he didn't have enough seating space, so he offered somebody $1,500, and they flat out told him no. which is, kind of disheartening that, these seats spacing and seat classes are so much that people are willing to turn down $1,500. This right here was the meal that I think this was the second meal I had, and this was a nice pasta dish with two meatballs in it. This was actually pretty good. But economy and premium economy share the exact same food. So if you're wondering whether or not you get more food if you go to premium economy, the answer is no. You don't get better food if you go to premium economy. You get the same food. This is the bathroom right here. The bathroom, just like the Airbus A380, has these nice high-tech sensors for their faucets, and they have a nice layout, and they're designed very well. You got to understand that these things are really designed. These planes are designed in Europe, and these planes are designed with like a European compactness and a European style to them. They're actually very, very nice, in my opinion. And I looked around. I was looking at the shaver. There's a button to call the attendant. They have to keep reminding you not to smoke in a plane, which I find is amazing, considering we haven't been allowed to smoke in planes for over 10 years. Over probably damn near 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. Then they have this shower gels and stuff, and lotion and stuff, bath gels for you. And that's really good. So this way you don't have to share stuff behind other people. You can just use the gel and you can keep it moving. I'm pretty sure they also offered a hand sanitizer. And then, as you can see, there's also a bassinet or baby change station. If you want a bassinet, they actually have to give it to you, and they bolt it to the wall. Like, the wall has mounting points for bassinets, but that's in the bulkhead. This right here is a baby change station for women who have to change their baby. And the toilet flush, I was looking around for a while for, and then I finally figured out where it was. The toilet flush was right there. Is the button to the right, and I kept looking, and then I figured out where it was, and I found it, which, I'm not used to seeing the toilet flush being so far away from the toilet, but that's where it was. So everything pretty much worked, and everything is nice and neat. I really like the Airbus aircraft, but my problem is the seating design. It's like they always figure out a way to fuck up the seating design. If they wanted to make the seating design damn near perfect, all they would have to do is make sure that every seat has sidebars that are able to be lifted up and put back down out of the way. This way, people wouldn't necessarily have to always sit in the aisle, and anybody who actually sits next to the window would have slightly more space. Because the problem is, if you sit next to the window, it feels claustrophobic and you really feel crushed. But I'd have to say that some of the problems that I experienced seem to be happening no matter where you were on the plane. The unresponsiveness of these monitors, for instance, happened in business class, and it happened in premium economy. And as far as I can tell, some people had some issues with it in economy too. But that's coming from a computer, so that's a computer database issue. That the plane itself has servers that have all this data in servers on the plane. And that stuff is being accessed constantly all the time and everything. And, that's just something that's unavoidable, especially when you're dealing with something that's running all the time. But I have to say, I'm very excited to be getting on business class a little bit later. And this right here is a point when somebody had a problem with their seat. One of the stewardesses actually had to come and help them remove the pillow so that they could get under their seat to look under their seat. And they were trying to push back the recliner, I believe. And that's what you're seeing right here. So they were working with the flashlights, and they were trying to help her. But when you look at these seats, the problem that I had with these seats is that those walls on the seats where the tabletop and where the monitor is stored, those walls are so restricting that if you have wide hips or if you're a big person, you're not going to be comfortable sitting next to these walls in the first row. What you need to do, if you're flying on one of these things and you don't like the claustrophobic feeling, you need to make sure you get an aisle seat.
your check-in baggage. Thank you.
And so ends my first flight on the A530-900. It's a great plane, but I really prefer the A380. It's hard not to prefer the A380. The A380 is just the best. It's king shit of Murder Mountain. There's only like basically 5 carousels, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 5 or 6. So it's really easy to get your stuff because there's not so many places it could be. Yeah, 125. So we're actually sharing this carousel with people from Los Angeles. This was the crew of my flight. I think they did a great job. I love them. Very great airport, very great air carrier. Had a good time. Here we are. I just made it past airport security. These guys outside with the fucking assault rifles. So now I gotta make my way to Philippine Airlines. Now, see this is where it all goes down. Now, last time I was in premium economy. This time, business class. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare business class to premium economy. That's all. Scooch meter is active. The amount of scooch. Where's that business line? Where is it? Where is it? JFK to New York, 126. This is them. Where's that line going? That's economy. Oh, shit. Which line is this? Which line is this?
New York.
New York,
You're going
126,
to...
right?
Yeah.
Where's the business class line?
Going to New York?
126. Oh, yes, there it is. Okay. Look at that. Business. Right? Business class. All of these people right there on that big ass, long ass line. Mr. Class Warfare here. Class Warfare gets to go to business class. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Business class. Look at that damn shit. God damn, man. Now I understand how Jeff Bezos feels. But then again, Jeff Bezos probably book a plane. He'd be like, yeah. In fact, my flight's canceled. Let me buy some planes and you can fly me to fucking where I'm going. That's some shit. That's some rich nigga shit right there. Look at that. Everybody else is look at that long ass line. Holy shit. Long ass line. Look at this. I got the red carpet and shit. I got the red carpet. Look at this. That's red carpet. PR 5126, huh? 6 o'clock, New York. Yeah. Oh, this chick is right here, but she had to be in the video. There's no way in hell that I was gonna leave her out of this. In fact, this line is like slow. This line's a little too slow. I'm not gonna stand behind these little squares right here. Stand right here. Yeah, business class. That's right, business class. So anyway, what was I saying? It's a shame that you have to ride first class or business class because these planes are so fucking small now, or because of the way they space these goddamn things. But it's like it's just something you have to do. But fortunately, if you have a Capital One Rewards Venture card, it's like they make it easy to use your points in order to do upgrade and everything. Unfortunately, as one of you is probably about to say, they also make it really easy to share your information with everybody through goddamn, what is it called? Hacking. People be hacking Capital One. Yeah, this is taking so long. Capital One, I gotta deal with them when I get home. I gotta get new cards and everything because I think my cards are probably gonna be canceled after that hacking scandal. Man, this is taking a long time. It's like James Bond doesn't have to wait in customs this one. It's like my flight crew right here. I hope everybody, each and every lovely one of you will be joining me in the business class lounge for some drinks and some tinctures. Yep. I wonder who will be up front with me. We'll find out. Made it past airport security. So now we're going to the lounge. See, some people are like, oh, I'd never spend all that money for a flight. Well, I'll tell you this. When you get extra space for 16 hours and you sitting there and you got that extra space, look at this. She's up there telling them, hey, look at this guy. So anyway, when you got all that extra space for all that time, what is this? Gates 2, 6, 7. Now I'm supposed to go to, I believe it's between 6 and 7. Okay. Authorized. Okay. All right. That guy's doing a great job of security. He's sitting there on his cell phone and shit. I just said authorized. He let me through. So you the man. Okay. So anyway, the reason why you spend all this money on first class and business class is so you can be part of the club. And when I say that, look at that Filipino Airlines. Look at that shit. Look at them jets. Look at them jets. We got jets out here. Look at them jets. Look at them jets. Look at that shit. So basically, again, the reason why is so that you get to go to the club. They give you drinks and breakfast and stuff. The club here is called Tags, and they stop you right here at the gate. So let me get my ticket ready, just so they know. Okay, here it is. Good morning. Good morning.
Your boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good boarding pass lounge.
And once you, it's like you're in a club. It's like Hank Hill says in the beginning of Goodfellas. It's like you're in a club, and when you're in that club, you can screw with anybody, and nobody can screw with you. Meanwhile, everybody in economy class, they're just sitting there, and they're waiting, and just waiting and waiting and waiting. Meanwhile, I'm over here sipping Mai Tais and getting massages and stuff. Look at this walk-in fee is $25 US. Oh, that's not too bad. Look at this. They got the jets all lined up. Look at that. Look at that. They got the jets. They got all these newspapers. Nobody reads newspapers no more. Look at this architecture. This is beautiful. Look at this. I gotta go anoint one of the toilets. So, is this unisex? Oh, this is women's, and this is men's. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna anoint one of these toilets, boy. I'm gonna anoint it. So you could have just gotten in here for $25. That's okay. Oh, this is Miami. This one's occupied, so that's not. All right, so I'll just wait and turn. Okay. Got the incense. Smells nice. Okay, so we got the whole bar going on here. Got a nice little bar. Oh, we got some Tisdale. I don't know what that is. Okay. We got banana cotta. This is nice. Okay. Fruit here, little fruit cuppies. Let's see, we got Sprite. I know it's way too early in the morning to be drinking that shit, but why not? Yogurt. Banana panna cotta. So let's grab one of those. Let's grab a banana panna cotta. Alright, okay. Got some bread here, but I'm really not into bread. Ooh, we have food. Alright. Pork shui mai. So I got steamed pork bun, shui mai, mantou. Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's get a nice little seat. Let's get a nice little seat going. See, most YouTubers, it's like they got audio and they've got post-production and all. Ooh, look at, oh, we got fucking sandwiches. Look at that shit. I want some sandwiches. Sandwiches. It's not sandwiches, it's sandwiches. Okay. Thai rice. Okay. As you can see, this one I got. Look at that. They got a nice little things like right there. They got a nice. Ooh, see this is now. Is this worth spending an extra $1,000? Well, that depends on you. But it's definitely cool. So I snagged a Coke for the road, and I'm gonna make my way to my gate. Okay, so it's gate 14. Gotta walk all the way over here. Yeah, gate 14. So we got some jets out here. It's raining. Filipino Airlines. I have to say, their service is really good. And the only thing that bothers me is the fact that they don't use the A380-800. Like, I like the A530-900. A380 is better. Okay,
Morning, sir.
Take care. 14. I'm going to 14. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, so the A380 is really... It's like... The problem that I have with the A530 is it's like only one deck. And I guess, you know, economically that works for them. But I'd really like it more if they had the A380-800. You know, most of these airliners, if they can't afford these new jets, what they do is they just buy a, what is it called, a 747. But I ain't down with that. Okay, let's figure this out. This says gate 1, and then this is gate up towards gate 16. So we can cut through here. You're gonna need a little bit more than that for beauty, honey. Get that anti-aging cream. You're gonna need a little bit more. Let's see what gate. Oh, okay. So gate 14 is that way. My bad. This place is like so confusing. Once you get to the middle, it's the shape of a Y. Duty-free liquor? I ain't buying none of that. No, thank you. Got some world-class scooch. World class. Okay, this guy's gonna want to see my ticket. Okay, so I showed him my ticket and I'm on my way. Filipino Airlines. Look at this. That's a big ass engine. Look at that engine. I think those must be Rolls-Royce engines. That's a big ass engine. They should be boarding by now. Look at those engines. All I gotta hope is that there's no motherfucking birds trying to fly at those things. I don't need to end up like Captain Sully, splash down in fucking South Pacific. They still haven't found the Malaysian plane. Wow. Look at those jets. Okay. I think my jet is that one right there because gate 14 is there, so that's my jet. All right, let's get to it. Let's get into character. So these are the lower level gates. More babes everywhere. I swear to God, they need a dating service for stewardesses. Is this 14? 14? No drinks. Okay. I'll knock this back real quick. You want a swig of this? I'll drink it right now. Damn it. They always fucking with me. They never stop fucking with me. Oh, wait a minute. I recognize some of this shit. They had some of the stuff at the store that I was at. They want 300 pesos more for these bags like the ones I bought. Nice. Because of the cancellation yesterday, they're giving breakfast. That's very nice. I gotta go through motherfucking security again. Are you fucking kidding me? They already took my Coke from me.
Please remain seated as we explain to you Philippine Airlines boarding procedures. As a boarding courtesy, we shall first board passengers who requires extra time and preparation for boarding. This will be followed by passengers traveling with infants and small children. The rest will be boarded by group letters starting from the back of the aircraft moving towards in front of the cabin. Please take note of your group letter printed at the lower right-hand portion of your boarding pass. Passengers on business class, million
Like me.
elite and elite card holders of the Homeboy Mouse will be boarded at your own convenience. Please have your boarding passes and passports ready for presentation at the gate and inspection of your passenger upon boarding the aircraft. On behalf of Philippine Airlines, we thank you for flying with us. Once again, we are not yet boarding. Kindly remain seated within the holding area of gate number 14.
They got so many of these babes.
For your boarding call.
Look at these babes. It's ridiculous. They need to have a dating service for the stewardesses specifically. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The babes, it's like heaven. It's like a Duke Nukem video game. It's ridiculous. Guess what, guys? Guess what, guys? We ride in the front of the plane. Y'all ride in the back of the bus. I mean, not the bus, the plane. Y'all ride in the back of the plane. It's like, you know how like Rosa Parks wanted to be in first class. She didn't want to be in like economy. So she was like, I'm not going to the back. I'm not going to the back, yo. I'm sitting in the front of the bus. Yeah. And that's all. Alright, so let's get up in there. We got Vin Diesel right here from Fast and Furious 9. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle. Okay. Got babes. Babe. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle. Look at these babes. Look at these babes. Alright. First come, first serve. Let's see, we're in the front where we had 8K. 8K, yo. Let's see what those seats are fabulous. You see, the thing about it is, one of the reasons why I prefer the A380 is because the A380 actually has a real first class. These planes only have one deck, so the highest class is business class. Hi, 8K. Turn right? Okay. Oh, thanks. Babes. Right over there. I think this is me. Thank you. Yep. 8K. Look at that. Look at that. 8K. Some people think that's a resolution. Nah, that's not a resolution. That's me. Last time it was premium economy. This time we're in the front of the bus. Look at this. Look at the front of the bus. Look at this. Rosa Parks couldn't dream of this. In the front of the bus. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now look, this shit is like a thrill ride. Look at this shit. This is like, look at this. Look at this. How would Twee be up here in the front all the time? From now on, when I do vacations, I'm gonna always do YouTube videos. But some of those guys, I mean, those guys are professional vacationers, for God's sake. So, look at this. Oops. Oh, ooh. Let me put my bag down. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Firmness. Oh, snap. You gotta hold it. Look at that. You gotta hold it. Look at this. Oh, snap. Look at this. It reclines. Oh, snap. It turns into a bed. Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the seat. Checking out the technology. So this thing flattens out into a bed.
Yeah. Good sleep.
Yeah. This isn't like when I rode, what was it, Emirates, but they have the A380, so it's a bigger plane, right? And like the stuff on that, they got a shower and everything. It's like amazing. Yeah, because it's the A380 instead of the A530-900, you know?
Emirates is supposed to be a nice flight.
There's nothing like it. Like they supposedly, because those planes cost like $500 million or something like that a piece, what a lot of the airlines don't want to buy them, and they prefer buying jets like this and the Dreamliner, right? But because Boeing screwed up so badly, it's like, oh, sorry. How do I put it all the way? How do I put it all the way
down? You just have to press it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that's flatting. How do I make it sit all the way up?
All the way up?
Yeah. Okay, I guess I just hold it more. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, are you going past? Okay. Oh, what? Oh, is there a free space for this? Oh, I gotta find one? Oh, okay. This one has somebody's thing in it, and this looks like a crew member, possibly.
There's a lot of open space.
Oh, okay.
A lot of open space.
Yeah, there's one up there. She may put mine up there because my seat's alone. Well, I'll tell you, I mean, if you fly their business class, they have stand-up showers if you fly business or first. They got the bar. You can walk. They have a bar you can walk around. I mean, this plane is a single deck. That plane is a double deck, just like the 747, right? But what they have is, if you're flying business, they have seats pretty much just like this, but you get like a mini bar right next to, like, this area right here is like a mini bar. Yeah, and you know, they obviously get all you can drink, wine, champagne, this, that, and all that. Yeah, but no, the service is top notch because you basically paid for it. Their business class is like $5,000. This one's like $3,000. And then what is it? Their first class is like 10, 20, 30, depending upon peak or off peak. You know? Yeah. Hey, let's go. We got the cranberry juice there. Very nice. Guess what? They're serving breakfast soon. This is the business class menu, as you can see. We got corn and mushroom soup, seafood terrine, prawns. This looks like dinner. So, baby back ribs, milk fish. I think I'll have the Behringer tooth. No, I won't. No. I'll have the Rawson's Retreat. Yeah. You have a tray table right here. Folds right out there. Massage. I need a massage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's hanging up a coat like right here? And I know it's possible to do it, but kind of strange. Instead of having the regular seatbelt, they have the one just like a car where it pulls over you like this. And that's all. See that? Now, I just pray to God that someday every class on a plane will be like this. You know?
Now that we're all settled.
Now, my thing, what's interesting about the way these seats are designed, now imagine if you were riding in business class and you had a wife. Would you really want you and your wife to be separated by the divider? That's one of the things that kind of bothers me about the way these things are designed. It's like these things are designed for singular riders instead of people who may be riding together. I mean, you know, I don't want to complain about everything, but it's just something that occurred to me. Let's say I was with my wife or my girlfriend or something. It's like you can't sit right next to her. And here's another question. What if you have a baby? What if you have a child? It's like you have to take up an entire seat for your child. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to definitely videotape the takeoff. So as you can see, they give you a Philippine Airlines slippers, blue slippers. And they give you this little care package right here. This is supposedly a lightning warning, so they're not taking off just yet. This is the reason probably why they canceled yesterday, so you get some perfume. Okay. Little perfume there. Give you a chapstick, I think this is lip balm. They give you a, what is this, Aka Kappa? Hey, Aka Kappa. That's like a, what is this called, body lotion. They give you socks. No, wait. They give you socks and they give you one of those eye blockers that looks like a maxi pad so that you can put that over your eyes. So they got the comb, brush, fold out brush. They give you a toothbrush because your stink ass breath. And let's see, what's this? No condoms? Oh, yeah, dental kit, eye shades, socks, and comb. Dental kit, eye shades, socks, and comb. Oh, that's so sweet. So I have to say, if I had to rate Philippine Airlines, oh yeah, I'm giving them 5 stars, absolutely. Absolutely. I just wish they had A380s. But they're doing the best they can because A380s cost $500 million, so you know, nobody's perfect. Yep, it's a very nice little kit here. Let's see if I can take a picture of it. Good. Okay. Oh, I just gotta demonstrate this. Oh snap! Let me move my shoes. I love these chairs. These I actually like this business class design a little bit better than the Emirates A380 800. But what was I thinking? Their first class, Emirates first class, is untouchable though. Man, look how much this thing repositions itself like multiple times, and then it has a massage in it. Look at that. I'm gonna step back here so I can take a look at it. Oh. Okay, let's go back to position. We're waiting on the ground because there's a lightning warning. So yesterday's flight was canceled. So it's like, as you can see outside, it's raining. So just still waiting. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm airborne. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look at the Trump finger. When you're in business class, it's like it doesn't even feel like the plane is like really taking off. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm so ridiculously comfortable right here. It doesn't even feel like an airplane. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it doesn't even feel like an airplane. It feels more like it's like being on the Starship Enterprise. Now, I will say this: you can hear all of that engine noise. The A380-800 does not have that much engine noise. Like, you can hear this thing, like the engine has like a whine, and I'm like, my hearing is tuned to high frequencies and low frequencies, right? And I can hear things that a lot of people can't hear, because I don't know if you know this, but as you get older, you stop hearing certain frequencies as well as you hear others, because, you know, your ears, over time, your ears change, right? That whine from that fucking engine is really annoying, and it's weird because it's something I've never heard from the A380. I love the A380. So my thing is, Philippine Airlines, like, I give you 5 stars for what you are, but I really hope that you will eventually be able to get yourselves some A380s. Don't let these cocksucking fucking corporate pieces of shit, don't let them tell you you can't afford it. Get you some A380s. Now, I don't know how you're gonna do it, because it's like, you know, $500 million or whatever. To just get it done. South Korea runs mostly A380s now, 747s, this, that, and other, because they have so many people coming back and forth. But the problem, I think, with the A380 is that too much of it is dedicated to first class. Like, I think the average person could go without the first class amenities. I think the business class amenities would be enough. And if they did that, it would cost less, and they'd probably get more people on the plane. Because as you can see, I mean, you think about it, if you go back there, they have a 2-4-2 seating, right? Up here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and everybody has access to the aisle. So my thing is, me personally, I really don't think that people don't really need this much space, but I really think that airlines would make the whole experience of flying much, much better if they would just give us a little bit more space. And when I say a little bit more space, if they made each chair about 2 inches wider, like, you look at these chairs right here. If they made each chair, like, you see this? Instead of putting 2 chairs, you could actually put 3 chairs there. Now, you wouldn't have all of this extra shit right here. But if you had 3 chairs instead of 2, you'd be able to relax in economy class. And that's the problem. Economy class feels like a bus. Nobody, like, a lot of people don't even want to fly because they just don't like, how should I say, they don't like being cramped, and they don't like being, like, put on top of each other like sardines and everything. But let me tell you something. This is like Star Trek right here. This is like being on Star Trek. It's like when you see those movies, like you be watching Babylon 5, and they're showing people traveling back and forth between Mars and Earth and everything. This is kind of like that, you know. This is what I'm talking about. This right here is what I'm talking about. Like, where you can motherfucking recline. And you can recline to your heart's content. There's no, look at this. If this guy up here reclines, he in no way interferes with me. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. Even in premium economy, if the person in front of you reclines, they're all over your legs and everything. Like, they make it so, like, even in premium economy, like the premium economy chairs, those seats are like $1,700 or something like that if you get it on peak or whatever. And my thing is, it's like if I'm paying extra money like this for premium economy, why is this guy's chair on my legs? You know, but not here. Look at this. I got the massage chair. Oh my god. You know, that's the way flying is supposed to be. Let me tell you, even the pilots don't have seats like this. Like, the pilot seats are not this lovely, you know? And they gotta sit there for like 16 hours flying this bastard. the only thing left is to show you what the meals in business class look like. You know, like I've watched a lot of reviewers who review flights professionally for YouTube and everything. And like Sam Chui, I've been watching his channel a lot. I've been watching a couple other guys, Cahill, I believe his name is. And I saw one of those dudes, and one of the airlines, I think it was Air Canada, threatened him or something. And they said, yeah, we don't want you recording unless you have a press package or something like that. Don't quote me, because right now I'm so relaxed until some of the details might not flow properly. But my only thing about it is, it's like, me personally, like, I wish that more passengers could have half of the comfort that we've got up here. It's like we're not on each other. Like, Americans need space, you know? That's why you see so many people fighting in these planes. Like, there was a woman who was beating the shit out of her husband on the plane, throwing laptops and shit, and they took them off the plane and everything, and that was a viral video. And I'm like, you don't see that happening on Asian airlines, because like they try to give you bigger planes and more space and everything. But America, man, those corporate scumbags, and I say it just like that, scumbags. I am not a professional. I'll say whatever I want. Those corporate scumbags, what they'll do is they'll pocket all the profits. Instead of giving us a little bit more space, those motherfuckers they pocket all the profit, and they make the flying experience terrible. You know, and my thing is, it's like, it's not enough for me to have this level of comfort. It's like, I could do without all of this shit. Like, I don't need massage seats, but my thing, no, I do need massage seats, but my thing is, it's like, more passengers need to have this level of opulence. You know, look at this. There's something on the wing. Something. You know, but that's all I'm saying, you know. So my thing is, I'm so relaxed. Man, look at this. I'm so relaxed. It's like, I can watch Russian newspapers. It's like, it's ridiculous. But 16 hours from now, I'm back in America. I'm going to do a couple of little videos about their food. And if I spot anything else that's worth talking about, I'll definitely, you know, make little clips of that. But in a little while, I'll probably start watching Creed here. And as you know, like, these new Airbuses, they give you lots of tachometer information. They let you know exactly where you are. Like, in just a few seconds, we're passing Baguio City. You know, South China Sea right there. Beautiful. And I mean, another thing, it's like, in premium economy, the television screens aren't this big. But the thing about it is, I really don't need a monitor this big. You know, it's like it's weird, because on these airlines, it's like they go from one extreme to another. It's like either you're extremely uncomfortable or you're extremely comfortable. It's like even in the middle, and that's the reason why I flew premium economy, is because I wanted to show you what premium economy was like in the video compared to business class. But what bothers me is, like, airlines in general seem to go from extremes, and that's the reason why a lot of people don't even want to fly, and that's the reason why the airlines ultimately lose money. It's because the experience just isn't as great as it should be. And that's one of the reasons why I continuously talk about Boeing planes. I hate their planes. Like, I haven't tried the new Dreamliners, and eventually I will. And I have to do some research to find out which Dreamliner will be best and most comfortable for a long flight. But right now, I like the Airbus planes, because when I get on one of these planes, I know exactly what to expect, regardless which class I'm in. So that's the one thing. It's like, airlines need to learn to get away from extremes. They have to stop with the profit, corporate, Ferengi levels of acquisition bullshit. They need to focus on making the experience better, so that people actually want to spend more money to fly. That's the reason why Apple's kicking everybody's ass. It's because they make a product that gives you a great experience. It gives everybody the same experience, and everybody trusts it. You know, that's how you have to think. What we got? What we got? We got, looks like strawberry preserves. Okay. And butter. And water. Got that water. So they give you a cover for your tray table. Yeah, sure.
We have pandesal, we have croissant, we have cheese brioche.
Is that raisin?
We have cranberry.
That's
cranberry.
Cranberry? And you said cheese?
Yeah, cheese brioche. This one.
I'll take that one. Thank you.
Would you like to have another one?
I'll take that cranberry one. Sure, thank you. Try that. Yeah, that looks nice. Thank you. Smells very nice. Very nice. Bread and water. Now, you know, the funny thing about it is bread and water is what you get served in prison. Not that I've ever been to prison, but when I was a kid, I always heard that if you go to prison, all they give you is bread and water. So the bread is absolutely delicious. They give you a fruit tray right here. Fresh fruits. Here we are, dim sum and rice noodles. And I'm watching Apollo Creed, or Creed. Yep, smells very, very good. Not bad at all. Okay, so this is 9 hours remaining on this flight, and I was just going to show you. I've been using the in-flight Wi-Fi, and the in-flight Wi-Fi actually works pretty good. They gave me this business class card right here. This card gives you 100 megabytes of data. Now, as you know, our phones use a lot of data really quickly, but 100 megabytes is more than enough to check your Facebook status and to check your YouTube status, to check your Twitter, this, that, and the other. Even though if you just send text messages back and forth, you use it up slowly, but if you start sending picture messages back and forth, you use it up really quick. So as you can see, this is Russia. So as you can see, we're above Russia right here. I was having some wine, and you can drink, you know, the Beringers and this, that, and the other. You can drink that Moscato. But one thing I gotta point out, I went to the bathroom. In fact, let me take you to the bathroom. When you're sitting here and it's nighttime, let me tell you something, these people snore like you wouldn't believe. One of the problems, I would say, you can hear them behind me. You can actually hear them. One of the problems with the fact that you can actually stretch out like a bed is the fact that you actually have to deal with people and their sleeping issues. Some of these motherfuckers snore like you wouldn't believe. Like, you can hear some of these people, they're like, and you can hear that guy that guy is all the way over there. Now, snoring is just one thing. I'd also like to point out the number of business class seats that go unused. There's 1, 2, 3 right here. Let me get up. I'm going to take you to the bathroom. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 business class seats that are 11 business class seats that are unused. Now, what's the logic in that? Okay, Okay, and this is the bathroom. And I came in here a little while ago, got a little bit more acquainted with it. And by acquainted with it, I mean I took a big shit. You got the cleansing hand wash right here. Toilet. Change your diaper for your baby. Got your mirror. You got your mouthwash. I thought this was interesting. This thing says water not for drinking. And then they got cups right here. So imagine if you're looking down at this angle, you could literally just take one of these cups and you could pour up some water right here. And that's it. And like you'd be drinking right there and you wouldn't even notice it. I think that's kind of odd. What they should do is they should color the water so this way people would know not to drink it. But I don't even think that would, some of these people wouldn't even notice. But considering how many business class seats go totally unused, you have to wonder, you know, it's like, what's the logic of charging so much money for those seats if there's so many of them that are just going to go unused? You know? And the thing about it is, what they do is they have bidding where you can bid for a seat upgrade, right? So let's say you bought a flight ticket. Let's say your ticket was $1,000 for economy or $1,300 or something for economy. You could upgrade yourself if you pay them, like, let's say they start the bidding at $1,000. You could upgrade yourself on that flight for another $1,000 right then and there, and they'll let you know whether or not they accept your offer. And that's just how it works. So my thing is, there's so many seats that are unused that I have to wonder, is it unused because there were people who bid that they didn't accept their bids, or are there like really not that many people who cared enough about flying in the business class to bother to try to upgrade their seats? You know, so this is how that works. With the color, I like this. This is very, very efficient technology. It makes it so you don't have to turn any knobs or anything. Get the water nice and hot, nice and cold. Yeah, so that's basically what you got. This bathroom is very similar to the last bathroom I showed you in Premium Economy. You have the same electric razor. You can call for help, and you push this to do the power flush. So that's basically what it is. Let me tell you something. I am going to bring you fantastic flight experiences, and the YouTube views are going to pay for it. There in the distance, do you see, like, directly to my right? See that long plane out there?
Oh, there is nice. That's my thing. That might be good for me now.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That's what I'm wondering if JFK across the ocean. Like that's coming. That's New York there.
Yeah, that was it, where we have to turn all the way back around and face it. There's one plane right up there in the distance. That's cool. also have to appreciate how not having a baggage compartment right here in the middle opens up so much air and space in this room. First thing I have to do when I get back is start my cars to make sure the batteries aren't dead. Yeah, it's not too far away from the airport. First house, the second house I got to drive out to. But you'll be on the road longer than me. Uh-oh,